Assalamu alaikum, friends. Friends, today I will tell you about an instance of Allah Almighty which became the sea from the land. After hearing that incident, you will be compelled to say Subhanallah. Actually, friends, what happened in that sea and why that ship got lost in the sea? You can find out in today's video. Watch the video up to the end for details. Let's get to the main story. Friends, a large ship, that is a sea-going ship which was loaded with goods for trade with merchants present, was damaged by a storm in the middle of the sea and almost sank. So a sailor present on the ship said to everyone, "Look, the weight of the goods on the ship has become too much. Now if we have to survive, then throw some of your goods into the water. This will lighten the ship and we will float safely to the shore. Because our life is worth more to us than these wealth." So all the traders looked at each other's faces and said, "There's a new trader on the ship. If we throw all his wealth into the water, we can survive. And if we throw away his things, we can easily reach the edge." All traders agreed, except the trader whose goods were to be dumped. He was saying, "We are all on the ship. We are all traveling. But why only my boat? All traders should do something to throw their goods into the water. By doing this, everyone will lose equally, and everyone's life will be saved." But all the merchants disagreed with this proposal and started a fight with the new trader. The fight had reached such a point that all the merchants together lifted the new merchant with his belongings and threw him into the water and started the journey. The merchant, who was thrown into the water, tried to stay afloat for some time, but after a while gave up and fainted. When he regained consciousness after some time, he realized that the wave of the sea was carrying him to a deserted island. There was no sign of any people, not even a distant animal. A small forest and only water around. Merchant struggled a lot and stood up, took a deep breath. He could not breathe well. He had injuries all over his body. He said, "Oh Allah, only you can save me in this danger. You save me." Merchant had been on that island for several days. There he eats the fruit from the tree, hunts rabbits, and thus satisfies his hunger. He found fresh water somewhere. He drank water from there. To escape the cold of the night and the heat of the day, he cut wood from the forest and built a hut for himself to save himself from the cold and heat. What happened one day, when Merchant lit a wooden fire to cook food, the fire caught his wooden house and started burning. He tried hard to save his house, but in no time the entire house was engulfed in flames. Now the merchant sat down on the ground and looked at the sky and started shouting, "Oh Allah! Why does this always happen to me? Why are all the problems happening to me? Why is it with me? Why is there so much trouble on me? Why are these problems happening with me?" Just like that, merchant also started saying, "Oh Allah, why is this happening with me? I have been thrown into the water unjustly. That's it. Now I built a small hut, and you burnt that too. Oh Allah, I have nothing left now. I'm a stranger in this place, a stranger. Oh Allah, why are all the dangers happening to me?" The merchant made many such complaints to Allah and fell asleep with a hungry stomach. An incredible event awaited him in the morning. When he opened his eyes in the morning, he saw a ship near his island with people on it, who came to help him. Seeing this, he was very surprised but very happy, thinking that his life was saved. He could return alive. He hurried towards the ship. He was so happy, like he couldn't believe that someone had come to save him and was heading towards the ship. How could someone approach me in such a lonely place? He couldn't believe how they knew I was here. How did they know about this deserted island? Who told them about this island? Merchant asked them. Brother, tell me one thing. How did you find me? How did you save me? How did you get my address? It is a very secluded place. The ship's men, hearing the merchant, said, We saw smoke flying here. Seeing that, we felt that someone was calling us for help. Why is it that when someone falls into the sea, he gestures like this? We felt that someone had lit a fire here and was asking us for help with the help of washing. We are here to see you, to help you. Hearing this, merchant was very happy and thanked Allah. Other merchant asked the merchant what happened to you. He then narrated the whole incident, how he was unjustly thrown into the water. His belongings were also thrown away. The people who came to save the merchant said, Well, I am telling you about the ship you are talking about. The ship could not reach its destination. The waves of the sea pulled him in. All their goods were sunk. All the merchants drowned in the sea. I don't know how you survived. Allah has saved you. Merchant heard this and began to cry and prostrated there and said, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, your work and plans are the best. Whatever you do, do it for the good of your servants. We just get impatient. We can't be patient, because then we will know that your plan is the best. Dear brothers and sisters, if you are faced with any problem, do not lose patience. Don't be afraid. Remember, all are Allah's actions and those actions are wise. When your work stops, your ship sinks in water, your house burns down, remember that your God is doing something good for you. Hope your faith has been refreshed by watching today's video and you have learned a lot. Friends, if you liked today's video, don't just keep the video to yourself and share it with your friends. Allow us to go today. Take care of yourself. Must like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification button to get all such videos. Later I will appear with a new video. Till then, Allah Hafez.